Diedrich Bank is proud to support our local high school sports teams and be the Rep King media sponsor for the 2023-2024 basketball season. Live for today, bank for tomorrow, member FDIC.
Bryant got you 29. He's been playing so well his senior year, but his 1 year of working on his game has really improved. What goes into that?
Well, he wants to finish strong being a senior, and he's one of our captains, one of our leaders, and every game to him is very important because it's his last year to play high school ball. And he's been very dedicated. He's a great football player, but he still came in and worked on shooting and those types of things. And he's surrounded with some good kids that understand that he has to have the ball, and then he makes those guys better. So I'm really happy with the way he's improving. I'm really happy about the way we're playing together, team chemistry. Our guards are still pretty young. The Hardiman kid's a junior. He hit some big shots tonight. And Cessna's a sophomore. So those two are maturing as we get into the season. I thought, Sanders had struggled a little bit a couple of games, but tonight in the fourth quarter he really played. Because every time they made a run, we kind of responded, Jenkins and he, for sure. And then I've got the golf kid that comes off the bench as a sophomore. So right now we're trying to get all the pieces of the puzzle fit together.
Jenkins got that fast break slam dunk. That momentum was huge for you guys. What goes into that? You got to get out and fast break so easily.
Yeah. Well, what we play, it gives us a chance to run the ball and gives him a chance to be athletic. And I've encouraged him in practice to dunk and those types of things, because when you're that type of athlete, you ought to be able to do that because it motivates the crowd. It brings more kids to the game to watch. It's a special thing when you can do that. And so I'm glad he did it, and I hope he continues to do it, because I think it's a crowd pleaser, and I think it motivates our team. I thought our team really stepped up after he did that.
You shut Newton down to 4 points in the entire second quarter. It's almost suffocating. What do you preach to these boys every game?
Well, we know that we have to play defense, and we play a lot of zone, and people think, well, you can't really doing that, but we prove that you can, because our zone has a lot of man principles, and they bought into it. They believe that they can win. And when your players believe in what you're doing, in the last 2 years we've done that, that's helped. The other thing is we jumped into a 1-3-1 and changed defenses and put some pressure. So we're learning different things to do and take away what the opponent's going to do to us. So I'm really encouraged and motivated, and my kids love to run and they love to put pressure on the ball, and that helps a lot.
Cade Nichols, Parker Wolf, you knew those were two studs, but you did a good job of keeping them out of transition as much as possible.
Yeah, we tried to put as much pressure and match up with them so they didn't get good looks. Those two can really play. They hit some big shots on us, but we kind of switched to a 1-3-1 to try to match up with those guys. But they were the focus. But their big kid underneath the basket's improved a bunch, and I was worried about him coming underneath us, and he did. But I thought our guards, that was the key. I thought our guards really pressured those two kids and made them shoot some shots pretty far away from the bucket. So I'm happy with that.
What does this win mean for the momentum going forward, but also you play here for the LIC tournament as well? Yeah,
we're pretty motivated, and you saw tonight that we know that they could possibly face us again. We just played Robinson last night and come back and played again tonight. We had back-to-back games, so I was proud of them for the way they did that. I've got a tough game with Robinson again. They'll probably come to get us, but if we can get through, we'll play Newton again. And this is a tough place to play, a good atmosphere, but our kids know that we can beat them on their floor. So that's going to be good if we can get by and they can get by. I think that when we play again, this place will be packed, and it'll be a fun game to watch.
Bryant, you led all scores with 29 points. You've really come into your game your senior year, but you had the dunk as well. What goes into your kind of senior year? You're really playing well.
I worked all summer playing AAU, and we played in the summer with my team. And I think most of it is Coach Bishop. He's gave me the reins mostly to do, just have everything in the offense to do whatever I want.
So you guys are playing so well as a team. Entire group. What goes into that?
I think all our hard work and all the guys individually have been working hard. Sanders, he had a good year last year, a kind of breakout year, and he came back. He grew like 6 inches or like 5 inches. He's like 6'3" now. Harjan, he was our third guy last year. Now he's probably our second guy. He's been playing good down the stretch.
You only allowed Newton to 4 points in the second quarter. What goes into the defense? Just you guys look so pure.
I think it's our 2-3. We extended all the way up to half court, and our guards, Xander Cessna and Parker Hardiman, they get after those guys. Nichols, he's a really good player, and I think we held him to like 19 or something like that. And he's probably averaging like over 20. And we work on it every single day for at least 2 hours a day.
LIC conference tournament's coming up. What's going into it? How big of a win was this?
This was a big win, and on Wednesday this week we beat Robinson too, and we're going to see them on Saturday. So if we win that, we're going to play Newton again. So we get a little motivation knowing that we can beat both these teams and hopefully win it all.
Well, actually, with not giving stuff away, we didn't even really execute our game plan. We just kind of got away from it. What we really, really wanted to do, we kind of been, it's no secret, we kind of been banged up, and we finally got Parker back tonight. So that was a little bit of a positive, but he hasn't really got the work we needed to execute the game plan that we wanted. So we tried some different things, and just that's a good team. They executed. We had some breakdowns, and they basically took advantage of those breakdowns and scored where we couldn't. So that was basically the difference of the game there.
You scored 4 points in the second quarter. That zone, I feel like, gave you guys fits all night. What do you think about the adjustment-wise, learning how to play against that zone?
Well, the main thing was, if we go back and watch the film, number 21 didn't get many shots in the second quarter because we decided we were going to feed him the ball. We were just going to start jacking some shots up, and we kind of corrected at that second halftime, came out and said, all right, we have a 1,000-point scorer guy that shoots really well from the field. Why is he not shooting the ball more and the ball in his hand? So the guys took to that game plan second half, and that was you can see from the score that I feel we kind of gave them a game that second half is pretty even, and that's because our best guys were scoring, their best guys were scoring, and we go back and play that second quarter again. We'll hopefully get them again 2 more times, if things work out, and we'll be ready for that zone. Yeah, I think it got down to 22 at one time, I think, and we got down to 8. The biggest difference was second half all heart. You got to play this game with passion. You can't play scared. If you don't love being out there, then why do it? And that first half we kind of just went through the motion, especially when things got bad. Second half, we challenged the guys half times. Like, it doesn't matter first half. Let's go out and see what happens second half, and make them worry about us from going forward. And I think we did. Like talking about their point guard. We're a tough matchup for teams, but we also have a hard time guarding some guys with Kai being out. We're still struggling to find that stopper. We got a couple more sophomores back. Finally, they've been out too as well. Drake Wolf got some time tonight, and he's been doing well in practice stopping guys. So we'll get back to work, and we'll figure that out.
When you get to LIC next week, was this good for you guys to learn? Okay, the conference is not easy, but kind of how they play now too.
Oh yeah, it's big. Every time you play somebody again, you learn over and over again. You learn stuff, and it's just making those adjustments. So between us and Coach Bishop and Lawrenceville, who's going to make? Assuming if we win, and they win, because we got to take care of a really good Marshall team too. They're playing well. Like I said, the LIC is just stacked. 1 through 7. It is a stacked conference. Anybody can win every single night, but it's about making those adjustments, preparing yourself. They had 3 guys score in double digits. We had 3 guys get in double digits tonight too, and it we just did it a little bit too late there, and they got away from us first half that we couldn't just call back in close enough. Like I said, we got down 8 with 6 minutes ago, and had we'll look at the film here. I thought we had a foul call pushing back. We got a missed bucket, and they come down and get a bucket and 1. So there's a 5-point swing that makes it from an 8-point game to a 6-point game, 4-point game, and then it gets a little closer there. So that's high school basketball. This is a very physical game. The officials do a great job, and you just play through what they call, and hopefully at the end of the night you just come out on top by 1.
What do you like the most out of your club going into the conference tournament?
Right now it's all about the fight. We could have laid an egg tonight or laid down second half and said, let's just go home early, but we fought back, and that's something we haven't shown a bunch this year. So that's a huge positive moving forward for us. The guys are kind of again we're January, whatever the season, but the way our season's been with guys being out, I feel like we're just starting the season. The guys are learning the role that they're going to have to be in. So those last 2 weeks have been trying to figure that out, and I like going forward that our guys are figuring out what they're going to be for us to be successful. So we're taking this as it's a new season from here on out. So the LIC starts a new season. We're using these last games, Christmas tournament, Marion, Rochester, all the teams we played to figure out what we are, kind of like a preseason. So we hit the LIC rolling how we're going to be for the last 8, 9, 10 games heading to the postseason.